Welcome back to more of Ask Alexyss. I got a real serious question from my girl tonight. Now, she was a virgin before she got married a few years ago. She thought she was doing the right thing and that sex was going to be better after she got married, but she was very disappointed because she's saying once she got married, the first night that they had sex, and this was supposed to be so magical and wonderful, she was really disappointed and felt like she wasted her time waiting because it was not that exciting. There were no fireworks, y'all. It was not like the 4th of July giving her virginity to her husband. Furthermore, after that, the sex was worse because she's very excitable. She likes to dance. She likes to play. She's very affectionate. But her husband says she needs to grow up and stop acting like a damn little ass girl, twirling and damn popping all around the house and wanting him to play with her and really be affectionate with her when he gets home. He's just really cold and distant to her. So you know what she did? My girl found another man. Yeah, she's married, but she found another man on the side that treats her just like she wants her husband to treat her. The sex is better, the dick is bigger, and even though it's bigger, she's saying it does not hurt her because her pussy has pussy pangs. Her pussy craving that dick. And she has the best time with him. They laugh, they play. It feels like this is more of her husband than the man that she actually married. While her other man, his penis is a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, but she said it hurts her when he penetrates her and her body is rejecting him. She feels so repulsed by him that she forces herself to have sex with him only once a week. And she said that he never has given her an orgasm. She always uses a vibrator to have an orgasm. Oh my God, this is getting more pathetic by the minute. I think I'm going to faint. Then she said, now her new lover, even though he's better, she hasn't had an orgasm with him either. But just the feeling and his total unconditional love and acceptance is so much deeper and more powerful than what she has with her husband. So she separated from her man. And she even told, girl, this is a bold one, honey. She told her man about the new man. The new man has talked to her husband and told her husband that he is in love with his wife. So while they're separated, they're still seeing each other, having a relationship. Her husband's begging her to come back home. But she's not sure if her husband's begging her because he loves her. Honey, love him some her. And she said he did straighten up a little while. But a part of her thinks because she makes more money than him and she's introduced him to a bigger and more extravagant lifestyle, that he is not the pussy he don't want to let go of. It might be that cha-ching and the bling bling. So when we come back with more of Ask Alexyss, I'm going to tell her what I think she should do. We're back with part 2 of Ask Alexyss of should I stay in a dead-end marriage? I want to go into answering questions because she said, what I want to know, Alexyss, is this. If you were in my shoes, would you stay in a marriage that is unhappy? Not just sexually, but in a lot of other areas. How would you go about asking for a divorce? How would you handle the shame? What about another statistic of a black marriage that ends in divorce? Size. Well, you might not see it the way that I do, but what I realize is that all marriages are not, as far as it being a till death do you part, do not always mean that death do you part is y'all sleeping in your slumber in a graveyard somewhere. That's not always what the death do you part is about. But one of the main things I want you to look at, goddess, queen, that's rising into your vagina power. This is a good lesson for you for elevation and transformation into your spiritual sexuality, manifesting your goddess energy. You were a virgin when you married this man. So now your body, you're going through like body hunger. You're craving that energy and that touch and that affection and that caressing, and you saved yourself, which is, I commend you for that because we don't have a lot of virgins getting married now. You saved yourself for this man, and you're supposed to have this wonderful sexual relationship because you waited. You're saying that the wedding night was fucked up. The sex was not off the chain like they promised you it would be because you saved yourself for this man. And now he's treating you like you're some stupid, insecure, emotionally unstable little girl that he doesn't have time for. And I understand why you went into the arms of another man, because he was not meeting your needs as your husband and you being his wife. So y'all started off unequally yoked. It just seemed to me you really didn't know him and he didn't know you like you all should have known each other, and you weren't really focused on doing the type of counseling and the investigative probing you needed to do to make sure that you all could nurture each other on the level that you needed to be nurtured on. Also, it really touched me when you said that this man is so repulsive to your vagina that your body rejects him, although his penis is not extremely large or long. But your body is hungry and it's craving, and your vagina actually opens itself, expands to receive your lover. That means that you all have a very powerful spiritual sexual connection, and this man loves and embraces all of the excitement and you liking to dance and be touched and be loved. He accepts you totally unconditionally. And it's very good for us when we're working with energy, dealing with women. We can have fibroid tumors, cancers, and all types of female problems, circulation problems, aches and pains in our body and in our reproductive organs, because that first chakra, that root chakra, which is and our tailbone, our vagina chakra, the energy becomes blocked and stagnant when we're unhappy sexually, mentally, and emotionally. That energy is being cut off, it's being blocked, and it's not moving like it should. A penis is supposed to be a harmonizing wand, a divine, spiritual, sexual, crystal wand to go inside of our vagina, move our first chakra energy around, cause it to spin, because a woman moves just like the hands on the clock. She moves clockwise. And it's not only supposed to get that energy moving, but that dick is supposed to raise that kundalini energy all the way up through our spine into our 7th chakra and cause it to spin and activate our pineal, our pituitary, all of our glands throughout our bodies, and cause us to pulsate in a way that raises our vibratory frequency. But from what you told me, he is lowering your vibratory frequency because he's making you feel sad, unwanted, and depressed. So if it were me, while I'm in this situation, because I know you said you're separated right now, and you told your husband you cheated, your lover talked to your husband and said that, you know, this is what's going on, and I love your woman, and I really want to be with her. I think before you file for divorce, it's really good if you and your husband get counseling, see if you can fix it. And it's also good for you to journal your feelings. Get into what brought you to this point, because this is a very powerful lesson for you. You're mirroring your husband's mirroring you, and your lover's mirroring you, and you're mirroring your lover. So I think that this is not a place for you to feel ashamed. Don't worry about what other people think and say. We're in 2008. Nobody's going to fire you from your job or turn on you. You're not going to be an outcast from your church. It's normal. You're not the first one that has been through this. You're not the first one that has asked me this question. This is, like I said, a good place for learning and transformation, because you got to find out what makes you happy. You got to get your needs met. So get over the shame. This is not about anybody else judging you. This is about you judging the decision. So, but you can't do that if you got all this guilt. And as far as black statistics, get real. Do you want to stay in a loveless marriage because you don't want the statistics on black marriages to be true? What I know is that as one thing begins, it also ends. And as one thing ends, another thing begins. So think about that, because this might not be the man that you're supposed to spend your life with. It was just a journey, a learning experience to move you into vagina power. So this new man just might be the one. Don't get married now. Don't divorce and jump into a marriage though. Get to know him. Learn your feelings. You got a lot of sexual exploration to do. You've only been touched by one man and you hated it. So now you've got to go into your sexual liberation and rise and get into your freedom and learn about energy building, which we're going to talk more about. That's the fun stuff you get to do with somebody that's going to have fun doing it with you. So keep in touch. Keep us updated. We want to know how this goes, and I want to see you be successful. But please get over the guilt. Get over the shame.